He always knew how and where to find me. Then he disappeared. His father had tasked me with finding him. He had also tasked 2 others with finding him. The first had apparently had no luck, the other was still searching, as was I. Metropolis had been a fruitful search. I was hoping he'd be closer to home. Unlike him and his friends, I hadn't exactly taken up the hero cause, yet he was a friend who always stopped by for a chat. That hadn't happened in a few months now. If I was looking for someone else, I'm sure he'd have stopped by to help, but that isn't the case now. Here I am, searching for the one person that could help me find the person I'm looking for. Crazy, huh? My name is Ben. I may have no hero identity or silly cape, but I do have abilities. The man who assigned me this mission once said that I looked like I'd stepped out of a Bern Unit. I like that. Bern Unit. Bern Unit. I kept my ear to the ground, asked around, used what resources I had, but still nothing. Sure, he was out there doing his thing, fighting crime, all that hero mumbo-jumbo, but it wasn't like he gave interviews. More than ever, he'd show up at a scene, deal with the situation, and be on his way. Never stopping, never staying in one place for long. This was getting frustrating. I needed to vent. Mr. Taylor said the last place he was before he went AWOL was Cape Carmine. Apparently he'd busted some teeth looking for stun shock. Perhaps I should do the same. Dezaras had defeated Bane a while ago, but Bane was out of prison fencing his venom again. Only this time he hadn't been seen. Most of Bane's thugs had been rounded up after his defeat, but they soon rallied when they heard El Jefe was out again. My attacking Bane's henchman wasn't part of the mission. It was merely to vent my frustrations. And help the cops out, I guess. No, I was here for what Dezaras had come for. Falcone's men, and the location of Stunshock's hideout. I don't know how long it took Dezaras to get a location. Usually I'd say he was more reserved than I am. He kept his temper better. But after what happened to his sister, coupled with his disappearing act, I wasn't so sure now. Nonetheless, I finally got what I was looking for, and I was going in. Nothing. Abandoned. But there was one resource I hadn't used yet. Williams, it's Ben. I need a favor. That's where you come in. I'm at Stunshock's lair, but it's empty. However, there's a computer terminal. I need to hack it. Can you guide me through it? Yes. It is very impressive. It looks like some kind of network. You're thinking a safe house network? How did you pull this off, old friend? Wait, what was that? Williams, something flashed. An entry alert? So he's stationary. Excellent. Williams, keep tracking this. I'm gonna go find him. Hacking Stunshock's mainframe had been challenging, but Williams was no slouch. However, I had the feeling that Stunshock had other protocols in place, hence why I'd asked Williams to keep it open. One slip-up and we could lose the whole network. Found him. I don't think I was seen. I'd just follow him, see where he went. She stopped, hovering there, not doing a damn thing. There's a battle on the ground, Amazons versus bestiamorphs. Why isn't he doing anything? He should be helping the Amazons, not hovering above watching. Damn it, man, do something! He flew away. The son of a bitch flew away. He abandoned the Amazons, just left them. How could he leave them, knowing they were in a battle, knowing they'd need help? Oh, I get it. Well played, you son of a bitch. Well played. He knew I was onto him. He lured me here. All part of his plan to make me a hero, no doubt. If I had a hat, I'd tip it.
I'm wounded. I must fall back.
I got to steal Wonder Girl's body.
Giganta has Wonder Girl. I must report back.
You will bow before Circe.
Williams? What's he doing there? Okay, I'm on it. Stryker's Island. That's the location Williams had given me. Why would he be there? Here I was. Williams have told me of an access point near the base of the island. Aha. Here we go. What is this place? A club? Under a prison? I figured you'd be next. You knew, didn't you? Trust me, if I didn't want to be found, you wouldn't have found me. When did you know? When you accessed Stunshock's mainframe, it triggered an alert. We could have shut you out there and then, but I saw an opportunity. An opportunity. One that you grabbed with both hands. So, let me get this straight. You knew I was tracking you, so you turned the tables. Instead of tracking you, you were luring me. Yes, you could have taken those bestiamorphs yourself. I know I could, but I wanted to see what you'd do, how you'd react. I wasn't surprised, I knew you'd step up if you had to. I knew there was a hero in you, and today you proved me right. A hero who's afraid of his own strength, of how much damage he could cause if he ever lost control. I know how you feel, having enhanced strength, being afraid to use it in case you hurt someone you don't want to. Standing in a pool of fire can be liberating, but also frightening. You need control, you need to measure exactly how much damage you're doing. Incapacitate, not kill. I'm also aware of the extra risk in that our powers are linked to our emotions somewhat. It is something I struggle with, and it is something I learned the hard way. More anger, more rage, more adrenaline equals more heat. More ashes. I know how you feel. The first time I absorbed someone's body heat, I didn't know what was happening. You sucked the heat out of a robot. Good point. But it's about control, and a good way to keep control is to set some rules. My rules help keep me in check. Incapacitate, not kill. It helps me maintain a measure of composure in battle, especially when I'm facing actual living enemies. Hell, even when I fought the Brainiac robots, I couldn't betray my rules, because the moment you betray your rules is the moment you betray yourself, and you put innocence at risk. Then you would be betraying the innocence you swore to protect. You have a point, but still, it's not that simple. It never is. Look at me. I once told you that my ties to my previous life were helpful, but those ties are severed now. Yet I still carry on doing my job, doing what is necessary. Why did you cut those ties? Your father wouldn't say. Do you remember that bar we worked at before the shower? I'd been there a few years, you were new. I remember. You kept to yourself while I was always trying to get you to lighten up. You were tenacious, resilient, persevering. I was gonna say annoying. Maybe I was, but I got through in the end. You did. I remember some nights after we'd closed, we'd knock back a few, shoot the shit. Completely missed the dartboard. You missed by more. Yeah, I did. Do you remember how I earned your trust? You told me a secret, something only you and your parents knew. That I was adopted. You said it was never an issue. It became an issue, after Betty was shot. He and I argued about her treatment. He wanted to use an exobot, I was unsure. He didn't. He did. He told me I had no say in the matter because I was adopted. That was a dick move. He should never have gone there. But he did. No wonder he wouldn't divulge specifics. He had to have known that we wouldn't come for you. Don't worry, I won't tell him about this meeting. I appreciate that. And what about you? Me? Yeah, you saved the day. That's what felt good, right? It was satisfying, but it doesn't change anything. Oh, it changes everything. You're out there now. People saw you saving lives, fighting the good fight. And those Amazons that you saved, they won't report back to Themyscira telling stories of me. They'll be telling stories of you, stories of how you saved their lives. And you think that's gonna make me put on a cape and tights? Why not? Capes suck. No, capes rule, flowing in the wind as you fly through the sky. Capes suck. To each their own, I guess. But you're gonna need a costume. I haven't even committed to this. I'm committing you to this. I've seen you help people, others have too. It's not fair on the world to have one less hero protecting it just because that hero has self-confidence issues. And how do you think the world's gonna react to a burnt-up molten guy helping out? How would a child react if I saved them? Then wear a mask. I'll think about it. Ben? I said I'll think about it. You do not commit me to anything. I make my own choices. You do not decide my fate. Well, maybe you'll change your mind when Wonder Woman receives my message, and she calls on the guy who saved her sisters for help. What? What did you do? Do you like the place? I heard you ask what it was. We commandeered it. Diversionary tactics won't work on me. You see, some criminals don't want to escape. They don't like their cells, but they don't really want to be out there in the open world with so many new heroes around. They feel safer here, yet they still want their cushy lifestyle. Some prisoners may have influence outside their cells. They'll improvise, compromise, maybe have some things smuggled onto the island, set up a nice little retreat away from their cell, but within the safe confines of the island. Those with influence can enjoy a smuggled drink, shoot some balls on their smuggled tables, all without attempting an escape or attracting a search party. Okay, I'll humor your deflection. You took that away from them. We did. We entered this place and took out the prisoners, had them sent back to their guards, dropped some pain on the corrupt guards who allowed them this luxury. Now it's my outpost. The honest guards let me set up base here, knowing full well that'll make their jobs easier. And what makes you think the prisoners won't try to reclaim this place? They won't. You should answer that. Williams. What? She wants me? Why? But there are others. Why would Wonder Woman specifically ask for me? Fine. Metro Station. Giganna has Wonder Girl trapped. She wants her body. Not like that. You crossed the line. If it helps a good friend find his way, then I don't care. You should go. Yes, I should. But this isn't over. I should hope not. Good luck, Ben. You know, I may not be your father's biggest fan right now, but he did have a way with words. I don't know if I can call my mission a success or a failure. I had been tasked with finding him, but he lured me. He made me become something I thought I never could be. After hiding for so long, I now found myself in demand, my help required. I didn't approve of his actions, they were manipulative, but I do know he only had my best interests at heart. And for that I'm grateful, because I now know what I have to do. My search for the Saviour is over, but I've found something else too. A purpose. My search is over, but my mission has only just begun.
in prison didn't seem to help. How about some shock therapy?
His father made a comment which resonated with me in a strange way. That comment was the christening of a new player in this war. That comment was Bern Unit. That player is me. I am Bern Unit.